Hello, and welcome to Friday's 5 Minutes of Fitness.
Hi, everybody.
Yay! So, we are going to do abs today. Now, the focus is going to be on all the different areas of our core. So
That was a lot of all.
Get you ready. So, the upper part of your six pack, which you do have, lower part, and then obliques. And we're going to get a little bit, if we can, of the whole rectus abdominis, so the transverse muscles in the back too. So we've got 5 minutes. We're going to try and get to it as fast as we can. And so just so you know, in 5 minutes, you can get all of your core muscles. So we're just going to start with a bicycle. You can do, when you do a bicycle, you can be up here like this. So you can have your feet in the air and you're just rotating elbow to knee, elbow to knee. Now, if you have issues with your back, low back particularly, you could go to your back like this. I'm going to be right next to you, Dame, and go side to side like this. So notice that I'm protecting my back by doing it this way. Okay, so those are your options with bicycles. So we'll do 20 more of these here. 1, 2. So the great thing that's happening, I'm kind of counting in my head, kind of not, is that the twisting motion that's happening in her core is wrapping across and getting her obliques. Now, the reason that we need these muscles is to protect us from twisting and turning, grabbing and hurting your back. Okay, that's why. How you doing?
Don't forget to count.
I think that she did more than 20, but that's good. That's good. Okay. So we're going to move on to the upper part of our six-pack muscles. So we're focusing really on from about the bottom line of your rib cage up into the mid rib cage range. So you're really coming across here by doing this. So it's a basic crunch. So go ahead and go onto your back, Damien. You can flip your feet toward me, and then she will have her legs at tabletop. So perfect. And if you come on back, yeah. And her legs, yes, beautiful. Her legs are right here at tabletop, right? Hands go gently behind her head, and then she crunches up, straight up. So the focus, as you can see, is just right in this section of muscles right now. Now notice that she's not yanking her head and that there's a little bit of a gap in her chin, right between her chin and her chest. So what she is not doing is pulling her head toward her, which people do. You'll see people doing sit up like this, very, very hard on the neck. We want to be aware of that. And then also what she's doing is not letting her head go back too far. So what I tell people is pretend you have a juicy peach underneath your chin. If you squeeze it too hard, you'll get juice everywhere. If you open up your neck too much, it'll fall out. So that's beautiful. Right there, she just got a great little focus on her upper six-pack, making things easy for her. She's going to stay right where she is. Head will go straight down to the ground. We're going to go to the lower part of her six-pack now. This is a difficult move, just in that it's just different, and it's hard to get, but it looks super easy, but it's not. So her head is all the way down to the ground. Her hands are pressing into the grass. Legs go straight in the air, right? So what she's going to do is lift her hips straight up. Now, it's going to be maybe that big of a movement. It's like an inch. Because to get a big movement, she would have to swing her legs. We're not doing that. We're isolating into the lower abs. So it's just a lift up to my hand. Perfect. And back down. It's a little lift and back down. Big focus on those lower six-pack muscles. These are so important for protecting the low back. When we have strong muscles here, we are less apt to hurt ourselves when we reach down and pick things up, okay? So these are beautiful. She does not have a huge range of motion happening, and that's what we want. Beautiful. So that was awesome, Dame. Now to wrap it all up, she got her obliques, she got her upper six-pack muscles, she got her lower. We're going to turn her over and go into a plank. So all you have to do here is flip over onto your forearms here. Okay, this is a low plank. This is kind of a standard plank, right? And she just holds steady. So her the head is not too high up and it's not too low. She's got a nice flat back. Everything is perfect here. Another option, if this is just too much, is to bring your knees to the ground, right? Beautiful. And you just hold here. Now go ahead and lift your ankles up, Dame. And then that way she gets a little bit more for her core. So if you're honoring back or just too much for you, then you could just do it this way. Otherwise, go ahead and go back up into your plank. And then option 2 to add some shoulder into it is to come into a high plank. So she comes up onto her palm. So walking up and holding there, a high plank there. Shoot for, 10 to 30 to seconds to a minute. And what I would suggest with the plank is that you do whatever you can, have a timer set. If it's 10 minutes the first time, add 10 seconds on 10 seconds the first time, add 10 seconds on the second time. So you just stay here while I sign off, okay? I'll just have a little seat here and say, thank you all for joining us for 5 Minutes of Fitness.
Bye,
Have a great rest
everybody.
of your day.